Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. We've discovered a bajillion titanium around, and we continue to expand vertically. We're finally researching pioneering, so we'll be able to build a colonist relatively soon. Well, in 8 turns, we'll start the tech for it. Do note that like in Civ 5, that's a lot. Oh no, it's only 3 for Axid. Like in Civ 5, and basically every civilization ever, building a colonist does freeze your population growth. Actually, I guess the older ones didn't freeze your population growth. They just ate 1 unit of population. Still someone landing on the other continent. We may not have a whole lot of trading partners, which is going to stunt our science significantly. It'll be really interesting to see exactly how good or bad this is. So we've discovered we've got some tundra going on out here, and we've got some petroleum down there. Petroleum does tend to spawn on tundra and desert, unless I am wrong. There might be another tile type, but I think it's mostly there, which is why I shouldn't have been totally surprised that we didn't see much petroleum where we were. But I thought it might be a possibility, especially in the desert over here. But, you know, titanium, happy about that. Explorer, go ahead and pop that bad boy. 40 energy. All right, never bad. In fact, we have enough energy, I believe, that we could go and purchase another worker. Oh, not yet. 270. Now, whether we'd want one yet, I don't know. The one worker is able to keep up with Le Coeur as is, but certainly once we decide to expand, we will want to go ahead and have that. So we got some xenomass, some more copper. Let's try to avoid ending on the miasma this time. Move that way. We still have our expedition module, but just shocking luck. There we go. Oh, double. We got a derelict settlement and a progenitor ruin. Another one. Hopefully there's no alien nest down there. Sometimes they get kind of stacked up. Actually, I suppose what we'll do is we'll send this explorer. Well, first we're going to send him east, but then to the south, because without more expedition modules, like this guy's going to do one and then have to go all the way back home to do more. Kind of annoying, but let's go ahead and check there. No alien base. Well, and no miasma where we are. Good. Let's go ahead and build this expedition rune and do what we can. And send you around this way. Whoa, that's a lot of aliens. No nest, though. Choose production. I'm going to put out one... I think just a regular soldier will be fine. And then as soon as that's done, so 4 turns, 2 turns of pioneering. So once the soldier is done, we'll start on the colonist at that point, and I think we'll be okay. We're going to want to build a quarry over there on the basalt. That'll be groovy. And I think we'll send you south. Because of zone of controls, we can only move 1 tile over here, even though they shouldn't attack me. They shouldn't, but you never know. Bonus towards building. We're actually not quite going to be able to building yet, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get the laboratory apprenticeship, which is going to give us an extra beaker. Maybe slightly more than that, depending on exactly how the ratios work and the multipliers. But, you know, slightly better tech, which is nice. Not going to shave off or turn off pioneering, not that it's particularly important. Quest decision. Finally, our relic quest. So, yes, our relic has provoked an ideological split among our citizens. Some believe the old Earth relic is instrumental as a source of solace for the grief of the people feel over their lost world. They want it left reverent peace as a shrine. Others think that it represents a valuable repository of traditional wisdom that must be studied and displayed publicly if humanity is to embrace its new home. So we can leave it untouched, which makes it free, or open it to the public, which gives us further culture. I'm going to go for the more culture. I mean, especially with the way we're going. The cost can certainly add up, but I think we'll be okay. Let's move down that way. And... yeah, continue forward. We may have been able to shave 1 turn off of this if we had gone back to production focus. Probably too late now. So, but still, I'm happy with the bonus growth. I think that's a fine tile to still work. Actually, rather than the money, let's lock this. Take the extra production over that. It's not going to accelerate our worker, but, you know, it still carries over to the next building as needed. Note that our capital does start with the headquarters. Wonder. Basically like the palace from Civ 5. Oh, there we go. Our first near neighbor. Who are you? Mandira. So Kavitha Thakur of the Kavithan Protectorate. So Kavitha of the Kavithans. If you have watched my Civ 5 videos, this is my new Catherine. The hair. So nice. And yeah, there's probably no deals we can set up. Do note we can trade science per turn with a cooperation agreement. We can also, and we can trade bulk energy right away. So I don't think there's anything we want to do yet. We could have just offer open borders for friends. Yeah, it's too soon. But maybe we can make friends over there, or that'll be our target to conquer. Pioneering is done. Colonist. Trade convoy, trade vessel, and trade depot. Very, very good building. One, it gives you +1 production by itself, although I think it can be boosted to either get +1 energy or +1 production later on, so bring it up to +2. But it allows you to build trade routes. This is the only way you can build and possess trade routes. Actually, I guess you can build the trade convoys anywhere, but you need to have a trade depot in a city to actually have the trade route running from that city to somewhere else, which can be an internal city, a station, or someone else. And actually, speaking of station, if I don't build a trade route over here, it will eventually go away. So we'll have to take a look at that soon. But I think I'm going to build my colonist first. Anyway, I'm going to keep going south with the idea that we're going to help to dig out these bits and bobs over here. We're going to have to go around Mandir to do that. Research is done. What do we want? Planetary survey is not bad. It does let you embark on water, and the work barge is just a water improvement. You don't have to build work boats. Your workers, once you get that technology, will be able to enter water and then build a work barge on algae, for example. But we really don't need to do that because we are so landlocked. We will want maybe a coastal city to build some trade routes to our distant buddies over there. What would we want to do next? Computing is never bad because it does unlock some more units and give you the ability to do some spying, which is basically bonus stuff for free. Oh, let's get physics. The ranger's quite nice. And then maybe we'll finish ecology, actually, which is still relatively cheap. I don't think we may. Well, we're going to want a farmer lab as well for the health. I think what we'll do is basically finish the first tier before we move anywhere else and go into anything more specific. Vertical farming will be very, very, very tempting relatively soon, especially so we can get our first level of the affinity as well. But I think these basics are going to pay off pretty decent dividends. Another resource pod, but the KP Explorer will be able to take it, unfortunately. While exploring the progenitor ruins, several members of your expedition team were struck simultaneously with a powerful vision depicting the construction of a towering device larger than the city. Vision so detailed that the expedition team was able to share some of its secrets with your people as a whole, granting a free level up in an affinity. +1 affinity level of any kind right now. Very, very interesting choice. Now, we probably want to go purity overall. It'll also be handy, I suppose, to have our explorers be immune to aliens, and we can use them to explore colonists and to dig up stuff near an alien nest if ever they spawn up. So I think we will do that. This will also give us our first unit upgrade. So our soldiers now become Marines, and I am kind of keen on giving them the bonus when attacking. Although, again, the healing is not bad either. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go that way. So, offense is the best defense. So we do have some excellent buildings we've unlocked, but I really want to go and pop out a colonist at this point. Now, knowing that we do have someone south, we could do more of a forward settlement towards there to sort of block them off a bit, which may upset them a bit. But honestly, I'm not convinced, because we're going to get this float stone already. I'm not convinced that this is going to be a great high priority spot overall. We'd be better off maybe even doing something on the coast. Like, look at this spot. Sure, there's no more floatstone, but we've got 3 sources of fiber: the titanium, the basalt, the algae, and a xenomass. Probably just settle something like here. If you do settle on a resource, it does go away in this game. So that would probably be a better one. And that would sort of block off my border. I don't have to worry about the KPs expanding to the north. It is possible that, you know, some goofball like Brasilia over here, which I can't click on the minimap. That's odd. It might be that they decide to... Oh, you can only click on places you've actually explored. Fair enough. That they might decide to ship a colonist on the boat over here. But it's pretty far, and actually they'd probably grab somewhere over here first. So, I actually really like the idea of settling over here. It's going to be a long time before I can improve the floatstone anyway. Whereas I can improve all this stuff ASAP and have a city that grows pretty gosh darn quick. I should probably... with this marine, scout out the coast just to verify the most optimal placement for stuff, though. A little sad to have lost that. Yeah, we'll stand in the miasma. That's okay. We're going to have to send this guy all the way home to be able to get a new expedition module. Otherwise, we're going to lose out on all that. Bit of a walk. Actually, I'm going to get him to walk through here to expose stuff. Oh, we can pop the resource pod, though. That's very nice. And, of course, if we walk by any alien nests... Ah, that's so annoying. Stupid aliens. If we walk by any alien nests, we can, A, pop them for quest progress, and also we can do that very, very safely. Go ahead and keep working the quarry. You should be safe. We haven't pissed off the aliens, so they should not attack us. Let's go here. Hopefully there's not a nest right over there. It's weird. We really haven't seen one yet. More floatstone. It'll be nice if I don't have to share this continent too much. There we go. No, someone else on the other continent. My God, we are only going to have one direct neighbor. Is the African Union? African Union, yeah. So they get, I believe they get plus 10% city growth, which is quite nice. Very, very powerful. Keep going south. You keep going north. Oh, see, they're damaged. So the KPs have actually been shooting at the wolf beetles, which can upset the aliens if you keep aggroing them. And I don't know, if they get upset, they might go aggro like everywhere in the area. Okay, rangers are very good. Range attackers, absorbatories are nice from science. Also, if you do get more fraxite. But you see what I mean? Like, there's no way for us to tell from the help menu or anything a list of everything that gets bonuses from fraxite, which is kind of unfortunate. It also has to be built near fraxite. And the launch complex, larger orbital coverage around cities. Now, is it our... We discovered Palantine. It was developed somewhere. So that's a culture station. Is our... Like, when we looked at our orbital layer, like, we have really big coverage over here. So I don't know how those radii work. Because if you get +3 coverage, like, do you get 2 tiles of coverage outside of your city's normal reach or something? I haven't figured that out yet. It doesn't quite make sense to me yet. Anywho, this is the one with the expedition module. So let's go and try to grab that before someone else does. Let's go up here and then work back down to the south. Oh, we do have some petroleum up there. And an ARC Explorer. The Found an Outpost mission. For your eyes only. Okay, so our spies want us to research computing. And yeah, destroy the alien nests. The computing one, again, is mostly acting as a tutorial, but will give you bonuses as you complete them. So it's very incentivized to go ahead and do that. I mean, the stuff you're going to do anyway. Yeah, let's head back to the set. Oh my God, more algae. Yeah, okay, we're definitely going to be settling over there. You're going to get total defeat if we try to build there. It's so frustrating. They might move away, or they might be a big pain in the ass and stay there. There we go. They've moved. And we know we won't be attacked. Our worker has finished that. I think we'll do is go and build a farm over on the coast. We don't need the fresh water to build the farm. They just has better stuff to start off with. I don't feel the need to start attacking these guys. Although I can just outright destroy the Manticore. You know what? I think that's going to be fine. There are a few more. They may counterattack, but we should be able to soak that. So we finished our laboratory. Had a new laboratory. Interesting proposal. At the moment, our research is quite broad. Approach is beneficial, but is dependent upon building more laboratories in other cities. However, it believes we can increase our scientific progress by focusing our research on xenoecology. Once we understand the local biology, we should be able to harness it for our scientific endeavors. So, we can focus research towards ecology, which gives our explorer units one additional expedition module. Normally, I don't take this, but honestly, that would be really handy the way things are going right now. Or we can do a broad approach, which gives +1 science from every laboratory. Obviously, fantastic. But if we do this, which I'm going to do, because I'm a little crazy, that means that this guy will have 2 modules, so you can finish this one and then go there. But it actually also means that this explorer has a module again. So I could actually just go ahead and send him right back to the south to take this a little bit faster. That way we don't have to wait for the other one to finish. And I think I'm going to do that just to have the Guardians. I should have considered that and maybe just kept it around down here. So yeah, we're going to... Oh, it's 10 turns, so I'm not crazy. Different things take different amounts of time. This one, for some reason, will take 10 turns. because it's on a forest, maybe? Good thing there's no miasma, because that one would kill me. Alright, so we did get attacked over here. I think what we'll do is just fortify, and I should be able to tank out the attack from both of them if they attack. Unlike barbarians, they can heal, I think only in miasma, though. Since opening our clinic... Oh, finally! Finally, we get our clinic pop up. Been split by an ideological divide. Securing and improving our new territories put great strain on both our military and civil workforces, and both contend that the hazards they face should be offset by a state-sponsored healthcare. Our fledgling colony does not have the resources to do both, which then is the greater need of aid. We can provide care for defense workers, which gives our cities with clinics 15 extra hit points, which is a lot. Cities are quite a bit squishier in this game. Or we can get +1 health from clinics, and I'm definitely going to take that because health is important and hard to get, especially as you expand. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I will want a clinic in all my cities anyway. Oh, we got our first siege worm over here, so we probably got our quest to kill one. Yeah, it's tough though. They are incredibly beefy, tanky things. They're relatively passive-ish. Again, they probably won't go into our borders. And if they come next to the city, we can usually just spend a bunch of time bombarding them. But they can F up our stuff otherwise in really aggro ways. I do have to make sure that I have my marine to protect my colonist here.
What's ours is yours.
Friendship agreement with Australia. I'm not planning on going to war with you anytime soon because you're very far away, so I guess that's fine. Okay. We got our first promotion. We can take Season, that gives us +10 strength. Unlike Civ 5, there's not going to be as many unique upgrades here. It's mostly just strength or healing. Instead, you get your special traits by upgrading. I'm actually going to take the health boost right now because it'll help me just finish off one of these guys over here and position myself to defend this colonist relatively soon. There's probably not any real reason to attack over here, but because there's no nest, they also won't respawn. So it seems like a nice, easy way to just clear out the area, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. We can take New Virtue. We'll note over here, Survivalism gives us 25% bonus strength against alien life forms. Very potent. Since we're just finishing our colonists, then we're probably going to go back to building buildings. We will go and grab labor logistics at this point, and then we'll pick up the scalable infrastructure. And then we'll probably start on our Tier 2 knowledge stuff. We'll see how it goes. Next turn. We are standing in miasma over here, so we'll take a little bit of damage. That's not so bad. We'll move out of the miasma. Oh, we got another level up. So we're going to go ahead and take the strength over here, and we'll just fortify and deal healed, give us some sight. And I still think that settling our first city here, or our first outpost, I suppose, right over here is going to be amazing. Doesn't give us any strategic resources, but man, is it good. So the ARC wants us to go to war with the Slavic Federation. I really have no interest in this agreement, but they're so far away, I could say yes to get a relationship boost with these guys. And then, you know, just peace out after a while. It will hurt the relationship with the Slavic Federation. But at some point, you gotta pick sides. You know what? Sure! Sounds great, man. Let's go to war. That other continent, you guys go nuts, have some fun. All right, 2 turns for an expedition on this derelict settlement. I have no idea. There's force as well. No idea what determines how long it takes to dig these things up. Maybe it's semi-random. Maybe it has to do with how good the stuff is inside. That would be an interesting possibility. Well, I'll explicitly go and stand on that, even though I'm pretty weak. And we're probably going to go back to building buildings. I would like to get a trade depot up and running as soon as possible. Hopefully we can get some progress out of Stet mining, and not to mention run some trade routes to my my new city over here. Quest update. Ah, we built our colonists, now found the outpost. Would like to do that. Let's go and do so.
You go to war with
Genetics is done. Unlocked farmer labs, which will be really handy. And the cyto nurseries are nice too. I don't know if we have any marshes around. Marshes. Not at a glance. Doesn't mean it's not there, and you know, just may not be seeing it. We will go and get an extra worker. I think what will happen. So the city, well, it won't be a city when we pop our colonists somewhere. It's actually going to be an outpost to start off with, and then it will grow into a city after several turns. Once it becomes a city, I will buy a worker unit there. No need to rush. So there's miasma over here. I can't remove it yet. I don't have the technology for it. Once we finish ecology, I'll probably just build a satellite. And the miasmic repulsor is 2 range tiles. So I can put it, say, over this canyon over here. and it will eventually get all the miasma out of this area here. There's not a ton of it, though. I might just live with it for a little while longer. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and improve this tile, because it's one that we can work. Move there. Move there. I still think that's a swell spot. I'm not going to disagree with the game. This would be a fine place to build a city as well. But I like that. Completed our expedition. We got 30 culture for free. Very nice. Now you're officially out of expedition module. I'll have you... There's no miasma here. I'm going to have you heal in place, and then I'm going to run you back to actually pick up a pair of modules, actually. We might want to build an actual generator at some point, just for some extra monies. And I'm going to do that just so that I can toggle on a little bit of extra cash money if the situation presents itself. Because why not? Even though we will get the vertical farming, so I don't know. We're going to fortify there until we heal, but then we will build our outpost. So we've completed the quest, found an outpost, which gives us a free worker unit. That's great. That's Prosperité. I can't rename it yet, huh? That's kind of annoying. You can rename a city in it by clicking Edit. It'd be nice if when you found the city, it gave you a pop-up, though, to name it. Because obviously, being French, we're going to name that Brussels. Come on. You guys know how it is. So, our happiness, our health will go down once the other city actually pops into a proper city. So I might sneak out of Farmer Lab at this point. Although, oh, hold on. I finished my trade depot. So let's start building trade convoys. At least one. Prosperity, we could also make the cargo ships. But Mandira is not on the coast, so we're going to have to make land-based trade routes. The range on the routes are really, really high as long as you can get there. They can't cross through Fog of War, unlike the Civ 5 style ones, where they sort of find their own path. They can't go through Fog of War. They can't go through Miasma. They can't go through aliens. They can't go through canyons. Here we'll be fine because we can go along the coast. But it is worth noting that there are certain limitations there. Anywho, I'm thinking I'm going to move my my marine sort of up here to keep an eyeball on where I will want to expand to at some point. We'll just stand on the forest or something like that. You can't cross mountains with normal units, although some later may or may not be able to do so. So we'll get that going. Yeah, no nest nearby for that quest to clear it, because I was like, we're going to get purity points once we clear out that nest. Or 2 nests, but... ain't no nest to clear.
When Coyote learned he was the
Alright, ecology is there, so we can build the miasmic repulsor if we want. The vivarium, which is extra food, including desert tiles, which makes them less stupid. And the ultrasonic fence, which I've never felt the need to build yet. It's handy, keeps the aliens from coming nearby, but I don't know, it hasn't been too much of an issue. Okay, that explorer fully healed, which is great. We've got that explorer standing there. We know of no other sites yet. So yeah, I'll just move you to Le Caire. The other thing we could do is we could research the tech that lets us embark, and then we could send our explorers out to find some islands and stuff. +1 population in Le Caire. Alright, that's handy. You still have 1 expedition module left, and yeah, we can't... oh no, we do have the tech to cross. Do we? No, it'll try the Fog of War, but it's not actually going to be able to do so. Pause on the computing. Let's finish planetary survey so we can leave our island. And then go back to work on computing. For spies and missile rovers. Actually, I'm not even sure we're going to want to do that. We could go to robotics. Get tac jets, which are not critical. Manufactories are interesting. They're tile improvements. They give big production, which is nice. But they cost 2 energy per turn to maintain and give 2 unhealthiness, which is pretty brutal. If we have Reslin, then we can build bionics labs, which gives 20% more health, which is nice. We do need level 4 purity, which we're quite far away from doing that. Part of me is thinking about rushing the vertical farming. Let's finish the planetary survey, and then maybe even between episodes, I'll talk to myself and figure out what I want to do. We built a thing. Doesn't actually tell us what we built, does it? Like in Civ 5, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I clicked here, it'd say, oh, you know, completed blah. Oh, it was a trade thingy. Right. Right. We could right away build another one. And I think I will. So, unit needs orders. You want orders. I'm going to have you just fortify for a turn. We'll come back. Here's the first trade convoy, so I can establish a trade route. You can see the red tiles. These are the ones with miasma we can't cross, and there may be others as well. So we've got 3 options right now. I don't have any other cities, so there's no city internal trade routes. Internal trade routes will give you food and production. based on various rules. Outpost, 50% faster outpost growth rate, which is nice. You can see Prospérité has already grabbed another tile. It's got to grab two actual tiles. It's got to grab all 6 tiles before it grows into an actual city. So we can make that go faster, and I'm a big fan of doing that. You can see we can trade with Mandira, trade with other colonies, with other factions will give us energy and science, and this, quite a bit. And finally, trading with stations will give us a bonus based on what the station is. If I don't trade with step mining soon, it will go away. I'm actually going to go ahead and start this. The production will help me build the next trade route. So 4 turns. Dropped a turn off of that. 4 production is pretty good, and it will level up over time, so that's fine. So with the second trade route, I will go and send it to Prospérité, and then once it's done doing the outpost thing, I may do an internal trade route, but actually most likely I will start trading with Mandira, which will improve our relationship, and science and money is pretty good. Mostly the science, obviously. Science makes the world go round. We mean no offense. I have no other excavations to do near your territory, so you don't have to feel all territorial anymore. We shouldn't have much of a problem holding that promise. I still can't believe there's not a single alien nest on our little tiny continent, but I guess that's pretty good. I suppose I will bring this person home for the extra expedition. Although we are almost at planetary survey. You know what? You still have your pack. I'm actually going to go ahead and move you down here. I've changed my mind. Wait. I got them wrong. Poop. Poop, poop, poop. Just cancel those movements. Marine, you don't actually have to stay in the city. Although I don't want to put you adjacent to the siege worm, because most likely the siege worm will attack me. Let's go and just explore the top over here. We actually haven't finished that area, so let's see what we can see. Okay, this is the one with no expedition modules. You go to Le Coeur. You, Marine, are mostly there to spot potential things. Where you are is fine. You have an expedition module. You come down, stand on this hill. There's probably nothing down there, and in fact, we're at the obviously at the Antarctic. Well, I don't know if you would call that, but the southern pole ice cap. So there's not as much to see. Another station. This one would give energy and science, but they're all really far away from where I am. We've finished that. I'm actually going to have you, we could build a tile over here, and Le Coeur continues to grow. Yeah, we don't need to heal. Never mind. I'll just walk over that way. Second trade convoy. Go ahead and increase the growth rate at Prospérité. That'll be really nice. Your trade routes can be destroyed by aliens. This one should be relatively safe. There's not too many other aliens roaming around. Assuming that siege worm doesn't come to me, we should be okay. And you know what? I really have to put a cut in this episode. Hope you guys are still enjoying it. Of course, make sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and tell other people how awesome this game is, and specifically how awesome it is watching Let's Plays. See you next time. Bye-bye.